Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back again, Today we're going to be heading to the monastery, I think. We're going to give that a try. Right? Is that what we're going to... I don't even remember at this point. Yeah, I think we're going to go give it a try. But yeah, there's a bunch of... I came here off screen just because I wanted to turn that stuff in. Oh yeah, Krasik at Booty Bay. Okay, that's right. We're going to turn that in. That's going to be the first thing we do, get that out of our inventory. But yeah, I think the future is in Scarlet Monastery. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be too, like, I don't know. I think I would like to spend some time in the dungeons for a little bit. So we'll get to that. Rumor Monger. 10 specks of dream dust. Swamp of sorrows. Alright, maybe someday. What is it? 21 out of 25. Cool. Alright, cool. So down the Scarlet Path, we are on our way to... What the hell is that? Oh yeah, we never did that quest either. We'll just drop that. Weren't we supposed to go to Ironforge? I think we'll just eventually go back there though, so we don't have to go there now. That takes us to Ironforge. That's what it is, yeah. Okay, well, the flight path is up here, right? So yeah, we'll fly to... Is there something we needed to do in Stormwind? I feel like there was. No, we just need to go to South Shore. Is there a bank here? I think there is, right? Is this a bank? Yeah. It's an auctioneer too. So let's put all these in the bank for now. So we don't have all this stuff clogging up our inventory when we go. I did buy new bread as well. Soft banana bread we have now. Okay.
Be good.
Since the bank's here anyway. I also been looking, I forgot to talk about this, but I found out a good way to have the bank be accessible. Another thing that, yeah, Wrath really, I think this probably would work in Classic too, to be fair though, but yeah, anyway, basically turn a pet into a banker, like a non-combat pet, you know? So that's what we're gonna do. I already tried it out, it works out pretty well. I made Mini Tyrael into a banker, which is kind of cool. I felt like it would be a good idea to have like a pet that's not really used in the game. And Tyrael is appropriate because he's a Diablo character, which gets mentioned all the time in this playthrough.
Here there.
But the only thing that makes me hesitate is that it's like, you know, like a pet that's like somewhat important. It's like a rare pet, you know? So I don't know. But yeah, it's still, yeah, I think we'll end up doing it. I might do it now. Let's go ahead and log. Well, we need to log on another account character anyway, so let's go ahead and do it. I don't know that I can like. Can I like make the character learn something while not being near it? I've always just been near it and clicked on the character. Guess we'll find out. See, I got the pet. And that's the thing about it, like, I don't know, the whole achievement thing, I'd really like there to be more substance to achievements. At least if they're not on the account that I'm not playing, it's fine, but I don't have the pet on this character, I guess I was going to show it off. It's not actually account-wide pets or anything like that, it's just... So let's see, well, first of all, we need to figure out what the idea of it is. Do I have it up still? I was looking at Ardent Squire. Mini Tyrael. It's actually an item that teaches the pet, which is really interesting. Oh yeah, well I'm going to invite to the group anyway, so let's do that. And then we could do it like this probably. Nope. It gave it to me. Which is not what we're supposed to do. Can we do it like... Metro Rise? What is that? what that's saying. Is not valid for type integer. If we do it like... Maybe a Metro Rise has to go first. Yeah, that worked. Here, I got the achievement. Okay, that's cool. Alright, but yeah, you see we get the achievement for something that's like... I mean, that's like a feat of strength, so... Proud owner of the Tyrrell's hilt from the 2008 Worldwide Invitational in Paris, France. That's how you got that? I don't even know what this was from, but it's a cool pet. But the cool, I guess the thing is, like, if we ever wanted to do a playthrough where it's like achievement focused, we can just make a new account. Like, there's no penalty for that. But so yeah, we'll take a look at this. It's actually funny because it's the dancing ring weapon icon. But yeah, seems even more appropriate. Yeah, I was thinking about that during the classic playthroughs because it was getting like onerous to deal with the inventory constantly, like really annoying, honestly. Like, I don't know. I think I ended up in that, just making like the biggest bag possible. But I don't, you know, still there's stuff that no matter how many slots you have, it's just annoying to have in your inventory. That's another one of those things that's like, yeah, okay, like I get like Live WoW has some really good ideas. Like the mobile banking is a pretty good idea. I didn't realize that the Ardent Squire could do it. And I guess Jeeves could do it too if you're like a maxed out engineer or something. Is that right? But it's just not like there's no need to restrict it on this server. Banks, I'm not something that I'm like a hardliner on. Like I don't want inventory management to be unfun. You know what I mean? I like having inventory be a part of the playthrough, but I do not like when you're unable to actually like loot stuff that you might want to loot because of your inventory management is a problem. So that's where that goes. Anyway, then we're heading up to Scarlet Graveyard. I don't think I've ever actually done it. I was thinking about it last night, and I think I've probably done it once or twice in my life, but I remember... I think I got like a visually see the outline of the dungeon, but I know the guy from Hearthstone, right? There's like an important... I used to play Hearthstone all the time back when it first came out. And there was a guy... I don't remember why he was important in the game or in Hearthstone. It was like a really powerful, low-cost card, I think. Spell power? Was that it was like something that like you would play in Hearthstone that would give your spells more damage, I think, right? And that was him. He's in here, I think. And the only reason I know he's in here is because when the game came out, it was during MOP, and we were doing MOP challenge modes pretty late in the expansion, so like Hearthstone was already extremely popular. And one of the guys who in the guild played Hearthstone a lot, we did the dungeon, the new Scarlet dungeon that was a challenge mode. And he was like, wait, that's the guy from Hearthstone. It was like an incredibly, like, it was looked at as like one of the best cards for some reason. Like every deck had the card. I don't remember the names. But yeah, it was a funny moment. And then somebody in the run that we were in said, oh yeah, he was in Scarlet Graveyard. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna fly right past Ironforge and go up to South Shore, and we're gonna read that quest, and then we are gonna head to the dungeon. And presumably we'll be fine. I think we'll yeah, I mean, I know that dungeon's super easy. I think it doesn't even have like much structure to it, so we can try library too. If I don't know how much time we're gonna have, but it looks like we're probably about 45 minutes, or maybe we can go a little bit longer today, but yeah, it's 9:45. Usually I try to start these at a certain time, but 9:45. So if it went a full hour from now, it'd be 10:45. Yeah, we can probably go a little bit longer. Go to like 11 real time. Just like traveling across the world in a flight path is a nice feeling though. I was talking about potentially making like actual flying a thing, but honestly, like the flight paths are just so good. Like how they wave at you too when you fly by. It's fucking cool, man. This is such a great game. I'm really glad that like Wrath still has a good amount of the classic charm captured in it. I don't necessarily know. I feel like there's gonna be a time when I don't enjoy it. But I haven't ran into that yet. The thing I have ran into though, I was looking a lot at the Paladin tree. It's bad. It's real bad, man. It's real bad. It's really kind of sad too how bad it is. Like this shit here. It's a totally different spell, first of all. Giving you 10% strength and stamina. Like, they're really trying to get people to still care about this spell at this point in Wrath. Also gives you mana back every time you block, parry, or dodge. Like, what the fuck? 2% mana back? That's ridiculous. It's like just... I don't know. I get by this point they probably didn't want mana to be a thing, I guess. I don't actually know. Like, I never played anything but healers in Wrath. I played all of the healers, whatever it was, 5 healers, I guess, at that point. 4. And I don't remember DPS having mana issues, but maybe they still did. I doubt it, though, based on some of these talents. Like, I remember there's concepts here that, like, just revolutionize things that sucked about early days, but those things are what made it fun to like, they were fun for leveling, you know what I mean? Like having to eat and drink as a paladin, it's like, it was a big part of the game. Like that was fun, you know what I mean? So like a lot of this stuff is just gone. Like we can't use this. This is I gotta replace this. If I want to play a paladin, it's like, that doesn't do anything. Has to be healed by other friendly targets, so that doesn't do anything. Then there's something like this. 30% of all damage taken by party members is redirected to the paladin. Damage will reduce the paladin's, yeah. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? And even like Reckoning, I don't know. It's after blocking or being hit. It's just like, fuck, man. We had such a good, interesting class in Classic. It was not like good, really, but it was interesting. It was like charming how basic and how quirky some of it was. I don't know. Are we actually gonna quest here? I don't think so. I'm not even gonna pick this stuff up. Where's the... Yeah, okay. This is one of the coolest quest lines in the game. Like, we've talked about this a ton now, so... Let's get up there and talk to him. So again, if you don't remember the quest line, we've been sent here because Brother Anton, who's part of the Scarlet Crusade, wants me, after helping him, to join the Scarlet Crusade. So he's sending me to talk to... Huh? Oh, shit. Okay. We accidentally put the letter in the bank. Good thing we made our mobile bank. Okay, so the weird thing about it is the Tyrael's Hilt is account bound, so it doesn't go away after you learn it. But yeah, we have the pet. So we actually like put that on our bars. And then bring him out, and then he just full access to the bank. Okay, so anyway, back to reality here. We don't need that anymore, we'll put that in there. Also, we need to start saving bags for the bank. I don't really like him being out though, so let's get rid of him. Okay. So, everything I just said, right? This is like the recruiter, basically, for the Scarlet Crusade. Let's see what he says.
Greetings.
Who goes there? What do you want from me? Brother Anton still spreads the word of the Scarlet Crusade? Scarlet Crusade? Oh my.
For the Alliance.
I once served the Scarlet Crusade with honor, loyalty, and pride. I believed their cause to be a noble one, to rid Azeroth of the undead. But as I spend time at the monastery in Tirsfell Glades, I realized that their grasp on reality was slipping. They now think everyone is plagued who doesn't wear the tabard of the Crusade. Innocent men and women were tortured because they were supposedly plagued. To the Scarlet Crusade, you must be crushed, or the Scarlet Crusade must be crushed in the name of the light. You, Metro Rise, must destroy this deranged regime. Kill High Inquisitor Whitemane, Scarlet Commander Mograine, Herod, the Scarlet Champion, and the Houndmaster Loxy, and then report back to Raleigh the Devote in South Shore. That's like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit. One quest line says so much. One quest, really. Because, like, when we interacted with that guy, it didn't seem like... I didn't feel like he had any weird... Oh, shit. I didn't feel like he had any, like, weird vibes to him, you know what I mean? This is a quest, isn't it? That's actually good. Yeah, Assassin's Contract. It's a contract for the assassination of Magistrate Henry Malib. It was sealed and stamped in red wax using a distinctive signet ring. Guess we'll go turn that into another one.
Need help?
You look out of breath. Do you have something to report? This explains the latest attack on South Shore. The Syndicate must be after me, just as they were the last magistrate. Okay. Baron Vardis.
Go with honor.
There's some really good questing in this zone, to be honest. I don't know why I don't give it more appreciation. I just kind of like, I don't know. I don't want Lordaeron to be just this town, basically, you know what I mean? And I, you know what I have to say, I really don't like how they got rid of South Shore being an Alliance town as well. I get why they did it. I think they mostly did it because they wanted there to be cohesion for Undead. Like in Cata, they were like, well, they weren't ready to like fully commit to like just you get a fucking portal to the world and it's all out of place and everything's whatever you want to do anymore. But I think they should have known it was going that way. I fucking hate Cata. Now that I've like spent a little bit more time at Wrath, I do actually have a lot of new appreciation for some of the stuff that's here that's not in TBC. Like, I think the tech of the client and the patches that, you know, develop the client are more substantial than I expected them to be. Especially, I think, now from the back end, I see a lot of value in a lot of the talents and a lot of the class development. Even though the net picture is backwards, like it's bad, it's still like impressive that they improved it this much. Like, I don't have a great example right now, but I mean, like, you could look at Paladin and say like, all right, like there's like, you know, Beacon of Light, Divine Storm, and Hammer of the Righteous. Those are spells that are still enduring to this day, like incredibly important spells. I think a lot of what is a class now came from Wrath, for better or for worse. I don't agree that it's always for better, unfortunately, but it's definitely not always for worse either, you know? I think a lot of the design ideas actually worked out really well. And just like like if you look at it in Classic and TBC, there's almost nothing that's like scripted. There's almost nothing that's like specific. Like, to my understanding, there's almost nothing. Like, the only thing that I'm aware of is something like Cold Snap. Cold Snap is scripted to the point where you know, the spell does nothing on its own. It just gets used, and then scripting on like the core handles the actual functionality of resetting the cooldowns, and that's a problem. That's like the one thing I actually want in this. If I had full access to that, we would do some crazy shit with it. But yeah, so that's scripted, and that's in Classic, and it's in TBC, and it's in Wrath, and then there's in, you know, TBC there's more things like it, and then in Wrath there's like 10 times more things like it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So in Classic, like, every spell is like a generic variant of each other. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, here's some concepts that we're going to put forward, and every class is going to share those concepts. I think there's a couple things that are only for one class, that they only get used the one time, but they were still like coded, or whatever you would say, like put into the game in a way that they were expected to be used by more than one class. Like a scripted thing is like, just handle this server side, because there's no way, you know, like you're never going to have Cold Snap work for Paladin or something like that. It's not going to be the same idea. But so like for Warrior, I believe That one's interesting. Let's take a look at that real quick. We can actually look at it on Classic. Warrior has a talent that is very unique, I think. Might be that one. Maybe I'm thinking of TBC, actually. Yeah, it might be TBC. There's a talent that... it must be TBC. But I think anger management is also something that it's like the only use of it is for Paladin, or is for Warrior. Let's take a look at TBC, I guess. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, Endless Rage. That one is like a scripted thing that is only existing for Warrior. They're the only ones in the whole game who use that aura effect or whatever. Like, if you haven't seen it, basically, here's how it works. So you go Endless Rage. We gotta swim across anyway now. And in the, this is like pretty much how you handle the spell. And so it's applies an aura. So it's like a passive thing, basically. And that aura is, you know, there's all these options. There's a lot of options now. And this is spell aura mod, rage from damage dealt. Okay. So let's see if maybe Druid uses it somewhere too. But I think it's actually, you can actually look by aura. Yeah, it's the only spell in the game that uses it. And so, like, this is like, I don't know, I'm sure there's like coding phrases that get used for these things, but this is, it's like something that was added to the game, so it could be modular. Like, if I wanted to use that as a paladin, I could use that as a paladin and it'll work. It's not specific to one, you know, very, very specific spell or very specific class or anything like that. So yeah, even like, maybe this too, anger management. Let's see if that's true or not. No, that's just mod power regen. So that's actually basic as fuck. That one's used a ton. Yeah, it's like drinking. It uses that. What does this do? Generates one. Wait, that might not be what it does in Classic. Is that actually what it does in Classic? No. Okay, that is probably unique in Classic, but then they changed the spell in TBC. Anger management in TBC does. Oh wait. Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at Classic again for some reason. TBC. 1 rage per 3 seconds while in combat. A much better spell, by the way. And then you look at it in Classic. Increases the time required for your rage to decay while out of combat. That's a cool idea, actually. Pretty cool idea. But yeah, I think that's probably unique in Classic too. That's the only thing that gets used with that. Let's actually see. Should be able to see here. It still says mod is power regen rage. So I think that's probably the same. That's very strange. Because that is not what it does. Why would, is that a bug with the database maybe? I don't know. I can't use Stone Harry's spell editor to see it in actual Classic, so we just don't know. But anyway, all that time killed. We're finally here, 24 minutes into the episode, ready to go do the dungeon. Well, not quite yet, but we'll be within 30 minutes of the dungeon. We'll be inside. Now I know there's some enemies outside. I think they're lower level. Not exactly sure. Also, deep into horde territory here. You know, I should have probably flown. I could have went to Western Plaguelands, but I don't actually. I think that there's something iconic about this trip from the Alliance from South Shore. It's iconic in the way that you have to pass through Lordaeron like this. You know what I mean? I think they probably don't even do it intentionally. Obviously, they do it on purpose, but I don't think they designed it intentionally to be like, hey, you're potentially learning about all this lore about, you know, kind of the problems that this zone and this area have underwent, and now go ride through it. ride through enemy territory, something that should not be enemy territory, something that, you know, humans should occupy. Go ride through that enemy territory now and see what it's like. See what the devastation looks like. You know what I mean? I don't know. You guys might know this about me by now, but like the Scourge and Lordaeron, it's like it hurts. It hits hard. Like it really, really does. I think it's like the most impactful lore of any video. I've never played any video game. I've never seen anything. Like I care about individual characters a lot, but I don't feel like I've ever cared about like a nation in a video game more, or a universe more. I can't even think of like a similar example, to be honest. It would be like if like I don't know. I don't think there is a similar example of a place that's like important but beloved. Like kind of, I don't know how beloved you would say it is, but it's so crucial to Warcraft 3 and understanding that. It'd be like if fucking like Ned Stark just like burned down the North, right? Like he just like sided with Joffrey and just said, fuck it, like yeah, I'm gonna burn every single fucking place down and kill every single house of the North. Like, cause that's really what's happened, right? Like there was noble houses here and they're gone now. Like they're all dead. Like Tyrion Fordring is like the only person who retained any type of, you know what I mean? I don't even know why he's exiled. I someday we're gonna do the In Dreams questline. I'm gonna do like a full video on it and get real deep into it. But yeah, he's like, I mean, it's pretty much just him at this point, I think, right? There's some other characters that are still around from those days, like Maxwell Tarosis, I know that, and I mean, I know there's a couple characters, but they weren't like lords, right? Is that like they didn't like hold nobility within the kingdom of Lordaeron? I don't think. From what I can tell, I don't know this. Like I'm just extrapolating based on what I know from Game of Thrones and stuff. But like I assume if you hold the like town of Hearthglen, you're noble. You're considered nobility within the kingdom of Stormwind, right? Like that's how it would work in real life. He'd be at least a baron, if not a duke, right? I don't know. Feudalism is such an interesting concept. It's funny how it ever even started, how it even played out in the first place. Okay, so it's this one, right? This is a graveyard. Gotta be. That loading screen's kind of iconic too, to be honest. All right, let's see what we got in here. Never been in here really. A few times maybe, but oh wait, they're not even elites. Why not? Just one non-elite level 31 mob, okay. Keep the ring on. Is that real? They're non-elites in here? Okay, there's some. Okay. In case this wasn't like, maybe I never like fully articulated this, but like it was always my goal for the ring to just make world content appropriate. I never intended it to be used while doing actual content. But honestly, I could see, you know, I could see the confusion in me taking it off. I'll put that other ring on. I think that's a cool idea. Being able to solo, like, you know, this is meant to be hard as it is. It's just, I'm doing it at, like, very low level. Like, the mobs are very low level. So. Ah. Okay. Good start. Yeah, so we definitely would. We could also just instantly DE it, which is kind of cool. Amy's Blanket. Oh, one random enchant. What do we get? Spell power. That's better, I think. Plus, it's a blue. We'll take the spirit and stamina over the agi, and the spell power actually does something, so I think that's useful for us anyway. Pretty cool. We could DE the other one. Okay, this is a hell of a pack here. What is this? A couple non-elites too or something? You're gonna be low level, so it's not gonna matter too much, but... Big AoE pack. Looking like Wrath. I guess it probably exists in Classic too, though. Keep spreading it to rats. It's kind of funny. Tailoring pattern, I guess we'll take. So what is this? This is like a horde NPC or something? There's also the chest. Forest buckler, so we'll just instantly do that. Oh, and look at that. What the fuck? We got a... Whoa, that's the first time we've had that. We got a setting and a pouch. Oh, look at this. A blue enchant. Permanently enchant a melee weapon to increase critical strike and hit rating by 25. Okay, so gotta change that one because that's another one that is on the list for not being usable at low level. It's called Accuracy. Scroll of enchant weapon accuracy. Okay. Effect. Oh yeah, base. Level 1. Save it. Just delete that. That's what we're doing. Save that, and then we export it, import it. I don't think we can add the patch now, though. I think it's safer to do it now, though, because like last time I forgot. So we do it right now. And so it gets exported to the location of the tool. It's gonna eventually, it takes a while. So this is all the actual stuff that needs to be imported. Oh, I don't have the right folder open. We go into the data folder, DBC folder, send all that over. And then the patch itself has to go into the folder, but the game won't allow me to edit it while it's working, so we can't do that right now. Okay. Continuing. I guess we'll... Oh, there's a boss. Interrogator Vishas. Oh yeah, this is the guy. You got like funny voice lines, right? Definitely a little bit more dangerous. Yeah, these guys are green as fuck. Look, I've been in here for a while now. Naughty secrets. They could have easily made the Scarlet Crusade like good guys too, man. It's like really weird voice acting too. I don't know when they added this because I didn't think there was voice acting in... Oh. Fist weapon. Can't use that, so DE. Okay. Ancient orbs. This is like an actual Voral Senguts. That's like an NPC for the Horde, I guess. It's a very short dungeon too, I think it's the problem. Oh no, I don't care what you have to say. I just enjoy inflicting pain. Yeah, you see? They're trying to make like the Scarlet Crusade. Like, I think this dungeon is actually the most important one to make sure that the Scarlet Crusader looked at as evil. Because it's like a bunch of way over the top bullshit in here. Like that dude really, like, they went way out of their way to make that guy look like a bad guy, right? I think if this wing just didn't exist, you would probably not, like... It'd be like, actually, yeah, I could kind of see their point. Like, I mean, I honestly, like... The Scourge is, like, so fucking bad that it's like, yeah, you know what? You get wrapped up and start killing people who aren't even infected by it, like, yeah. Might still be better, you know? Might be better than the alternative. Yeah, I'm a friend of the Scourge. Oh, are you? You know what I mean? Like, that would be the way worse version. Okay, so now there's just a bunch of dead enemies out here, I guess. Non-elites. Again, more AoE stuff, I guess. There's some elites. Oh shit, there's like so many mobs I'm not gonna be able to... Oh yeah, I don't even know where the diseases are right now. Alright, we'll just try to kill the mob without dying, which is looking like not gonna happen. Yeah, we did. Alright, well that was just stupid. I don't know why I thought that was gonna be like super easy. Where are we right now? Oh, over here. Not intelligent gameplay. It's funny because, yeah, Plater really, like, man, makes such a big impact. Without it, I'm, like, fumbling. You can't see which target has the fucking diseases in AoE packs. Like, how do you target that one? And there was so many nameplates stacked up on each other. It was like, no idea. I'll never figure it out. Character looks so good though, I'll tell you what. Human male, it's honestly like you could be a paladin. Like, I actually really like the Death Knight paladin dichotomy. Like, this same character could be a paladin, just not with blue glowing eyes and pallid skin, right? I fucking love that about this. That's like, I think the thing that makes me like Death Knight the most right now, because there's so many parallels to paladin, but it's just like a cooler class right now in Wrath. I really worry that I'm not going to enjoy playing other classes on here. I don't think, like, I think there's some that are really, like, I really want to give Priest a try. I think Priest is going to be, I want to do like a 1 HP thing. I've been talking about that for a long time now. But I want to do like an actual, like, no damage taken thing. Like, if you take damage, you die. And, yeah, I think I want it to be Priest. I was thinking about Mage. Mage is cool, but I think Priest is cooler. I want it to definitely be a clothy, so there's only those two options, because Warlock's pet, like, that would just trivialize it, really. But yeah, Priest has some really interesting stuff, and I think I could really make the Priest talent tree be cool as fuck, like, actually really cool. Did he summon another enemy? Dead again. Gotta use another pot. Alright, apparently that elite is like very dangerous. It's just these guys have full health, like they don't have low health is the problem. I think they might have been wrapped up in the health changes. Because they're non-elites. I didn't expect there to be non-elites in dungeons. They have 2,000 health, and that might have, I don't know, 3,000 health, so I don't know. I don't think we have to fight them, though. Is there anything on the sides here that we want? Like a chest? They're not giving much experience or anything. Oh, there's a chest over there, though. Anguish Dead. Oh. Blacksmithing pattern. Steel bar. Oh, that's a good one. Shadow oil, though. Shadow crescent axe. Okay. Okay, this dungeon sucks. There's like, I don't know. There's just nothing to it. It's really weird. Is there something maybe in those? You can't even go down, I don't think. We'll clear it all out, I guess. I don't know. Oh, healing effects reduced. Oh shit. That's real bad. Just enough to get by. I had another look at class spells as well. I think the reason I didn't give Blood Boil was because there is no, it's only like an actual, like it's just an actual spell. There's no melee component, so there was like no way to make it work and not nerf it to the ground. But that's why I don't have Blood Boil. I tried to make like Icy Touch like that, but it didn't need to be anything crazy. I didn't need to worry about it being overpowered or underpowered because most of the power of Icy Touch comes from the actual disease. But Blood Boil, like, if you nerf it too hard, then it's like, doesn't do anything. What I could have tried to do, I think what the right choice would have been was to look at exactly, like, say it does 100 damage at level 58. Then instead of it doing 100 damage always, figure out what, like, the formula would need to be for it to do 100 damage at 58 with a scaling spell power variable thing like they have with the, like, your classes, or your levels matter for the actual power of the spell thing. Is there a boss here? What is this? Are we actually supposed to go inside these? Not those ones. Okay, this is like the worst dungeon in the game. Wow. Thought there was way more to this. I actually don't even understand why this is here. What is the point of this dungeon? It does not, like, do anything for the Scarlet Lord. It doesn't even make sense. Oh, okay, there's a downstairs thing. Like, what the fuck are these enemies? Like, very weird. A lot of mobs there. Might get a little harder. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. Why am I not hitting? Oh, I didn't put that up. I see. I was reading also about Blood Death Knight. Like, I was just looking to see, like, spells and what people considered, like, their strongest rotational stuff. And I hadn't realized that, it's looked at as, like, Blood Death Knight is... Oh, we got another setting, wow. Blood Death Knight is the only tank in this version of Wrath. That's definitely not true, right? Why is that the case? I remember people tanking in Frost in Wrath for sure. In ICSD. Did something change in the actual last patch? Like when Ruby Sanctum comes out or something? The guide on Wowhead, which I don't know why I even said those words out loud and expected anything, but anyway, the guide on Wowhead said that blood is the only viable tank spec, which is like, what? What makes that the case? I guess it's probably just because blood is that good. But does that mean blood DPS doesn't exist? I don't understand it. Okay, we got a lot of patterns. Whoa, that was weird. Wait, where are we going right now? Are you serious? Oh, I was gonna say, is this a dead end? Alright, now we go down further. There we go. Oh, Blood Mage Dalnos. That's the name of it. Blood Mage, yeah. We come for vengeance. Like what? Who are you? What is this? Is this an actual... I gotta like look up the lore of this character. Oh shit. This could be like dangerous. Good thing it's such a low-level mob. No rest for the angry dead. Honestly, I should probably stop like just instantly DEing shit, because like I'm not gonna wear that, but like, if it got like quadra proc, like fucking Omega Forged. Yeah, like it got 3 procs, so what does it have? Oh. Spell power and hit rating. Requires level 60. Right, well we need to do something with that too then. Actually we need to like do that like now. Let's go and do that, because I want to see that change. I want to make sure that works. It's I assume it's an actual enchant. So I need to figure out what the name of that would be. 18 spell power and 8 hit rating. Presence of Sight. It's a mage class. What is that? Oh, it's a ZG enchant. A ZG shoulder enchant? Is that what that is? I have no idea what this is. Where's the items? That's definitely a classic item though, right? ZG. Yeah, these are the shoulder enchants from ZG. Or legs, not shoulders, but yeah, legs and heads. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't know why that has to require level 60, but alright, so we need to change all those. Are they sharing a convention? No. I'm not gonna sit here and do that right now. But we're gonna do that one at least, because I want to see that one change. So what's it called? Presence of Sight. I guess this one doesn't require level 60. It's confusing. $164, that's what we're looking at, right? Yeah. Confusing. There must be an... No, that's it, yeah. Helms and pants. Maybe that's the problem? If we wanted to use every item, do we take them off? Let's look at a different... What would the other ones be called? 29 fire spell damage. Some of these might be made. Like, I don't know that these are actually made for the game or not. Okay, that spell there. Yeah, that's not made for the game. Good. So what does it say? Equipped item class, none. Okay, so that's what we would do. Oh, gem. What do you do there? Nothing, I guess. We probably need to get rid of these first, though. Is that the problem? I don't know. Because it still says 60. It doesn't say anything about that, but I bet that's probably the problem. Since it was not on... Since it's on a shoulder piece, it probably doesn't work. Alright, let's get out of here. And then we're going to restart the server. And, See if we fix that or not. I guess we can tell, right? Is that hit rating? Is there a spell hit rate? Is that different? I'm not sure if it's different. That doesn't work currently, so either way, we'll take a look at it. Because that doesn't work either. Can we look at that real quick? It doesn't say it doesn't work though, which is the weird part. Oh, it does say it requires level 35 or higher though. That's interesting. Yeah, let's just get out first and then restart the server anyway. I was gonna do library, but how long do we have now? Yeah. I guess library will be in the next episode. We got like no experience from that, by the way, so. Let's quickly walk in a library and see what it looks like. I assume it's gonna be very easy. If that was that easy, then this is gonna be joke mode as well. Yeah, level 33. Okay. Anyway, let's log out. That's gonna be it for today, one way or the other, it looks like. But let's fix this first, and then we'll be done with the actual episode. I would take a look at Mongoose too. Okay, close that down. Is this the same thing, right? I don't know what that one is. That's like the one from Classic or something. QA. It's like a thing that allowed you to have it regardless. So we'll change both of them, I guess. There's no indication that they're not the same, but I think they are not the same. They are separate spells. Enchant item. See, that's the thing that makes me wonder if it just won't work because it's not on one of those. But either way, we'll change that to being not level 35. Because I assume we can get this from the actual bag of enchants as well. This one probably not, but... Okay. Import it all again now, one more time. Yeah, see, doing that to that... See, that's kind of a mistake. Doing that to that DG enchant is kind of a mistake. Because now it's going to be possible to put that enchant on any item. It honestly just shouldn't appear. Let's actually take a deeper look at that. Let's first of all make sure we fixed it before we take a deeper look at that. But there's this item, or this like what is it called? There's a thing here. We looked at it, I think, already. I swear it's enchant something, right? I swear we looked at this already. It's like must be Yeah, here it is. Okay. Item enchantment random tiers. I just don't know that this is editable. We would need to go in. Okay, let's actually like do this now then. All right, so we need to go into the spell item enchant thing. And then we need to figure out what this one would be called. Which I don't. Is it going to be this number? I guess we should just Google the name of it or look for the name of it. Doesn't exist. Why? Does it say on the spell? Did we fix this? We did this, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm all over the place. Let's try to stay focused here. Did it overwrite the patch? Yeah. Okay, patch it. Okay. Game has been patched. Now look back at this. So it's called present of site. It's just like, why is there two? What does that do? Is that important? Must be. Yeah, that's the actual power that it gives it. So is this what we need to look at? 24156? Not in there either. Okay. It's hard to like, I don't know what this actually relates to. Is that in this here? What's the other one? 24164. Not there. So why is it appearing? What are we missing? I think it's got something in somewhere that indicates a spell enchantment. It goes into that DB, I think is how it works. But I don't see it or know where it would be. Definitely not an icon. Yeah, I have no idea what this item is. Makes me wonder if maybe I got the wrong item. It might be the wrong. There might be another enchant that does the same thing. Because it doesn't say. See, the thing is, it has to be in here somewhere because let's just Google or whatever. Search 18. Oh, God, no, that's not going to work. Spell power. Okay, well, some of these have extra. Okay, there it is right there. 18 spell power and 8 hit rating. So that's it, right? What? I just copied it. What do you mean? No results found. What's that about? Oh, it only goes downward. Anyway, okay, well that's the one it looks like. It doesn't have a source item, and it doesn't have any additional text. What makes it 60 then? I don't understand. Oh, min level 60. Okay, is that the problem? Mongoose exists. That might be part of it. It doesn't have a minimum level on it. That might be it. That might be the issue. None of these have a minimum level. That's weird that that has a minimum level. But anyway, back to that one. Effect arg. So those are the values that are edited. Yeah, 18 and 8. Those are the numbers. Okay. All right, so we'll keep that in mind. That may be what we have to change. Let's see if it works first before we do that. I don't think it will, though. It definitely won't because that's not even level 60. It has nothing to do with level 60. So let's just launch it and see if anything changed, and then we'll redo it one more time. So I wonder if this guy did this manually. I don't understand, like, the values here. Like, who came up with these? But anyway, the reason I wanted to look at that was not even why I looked at this. 2588. Is that number there on this thing? Yeah, okay. Tier 3. I just don't know what that means. Like, what is that? I don't understand that part. That would be one of the reasons to care about the source code, because we'd be able to actually look at how that's compiled or whatever. Okay, so presumably this is not going to change at all, but let's take a look. Yeah, it still says requires level 60. Okay. All right, so let's try this again. So what we just changed there, that was whatever. It's just one enchant for one spec that I'm probably never going to touch, but yeah, we don't want to do that because the ZG enchants are interesting. I don't need to change them. Okay, so honestly, I think we should change, like, just zero all of these. I don't even know what these other ones are, but I assume they're going to show up. Like, these are just basic ass enchants, so they're going to show up. We might have even already seen some that have shown up. You have to actually do that. That's annoying. I see no benefit or no detriment to this, but who knows? 55, like, what would that be? A TBC enchant, maybe? All right, save it. And just do those for now, and we run into more in the future. We will know how to fix it. So that's actually like a pretty easy change. There's like almost no spells that have a range or a level requirement. 70. Expertise rating. Resist all. That's what that one is. All right. See, the thing I'm wondering is, like, if we wanted to add these, because, like, there's some. I don't think we would ever need to, because apparently there's 700. So it's like I don't know what they are all off the top of my head, but it's like the only thing is we could add the class ones, right? Then we don't need the gems, but there's no way to do it per. Well, I mean maybe because it does say class, but I think that means yeah, it's like armor class, not actual class. But yeah, because then you'd get like paladin spells as a death knight or whatever, you know. So I don't think we'll ever do that, but you know, I think you could. Like, what is the number? 2719. Is that one of the last ones? No, not even close. That's interesting. What is that? Lesser ward of shielding. Where's Mongoose? What number is that? 2673. Oh, that's one of the last ones added. But you see how it says any? And then there's some that says weapon and armor. There's almost none that say that, though, it looks like. That's a good amount. I just don't know what the tier thing means. Why 5? I thought it first meant that it could only appear as the third enchant, but there's 5, so that's obviously not it. Maybe it's like if you get a 5, you can't get another 5 to keep it like a little bit more balanced or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's go and make sure that change worked. Okay. And launch the game again. I mean, I assume that has to work because there's no other indication that anything requires level 60 anywhere. But to me, that would be an error. Like, I don't think the person who made that intended that to be the case. They also probably didn't give a shit about. I assume, like, most people working with this, like, most people developing stuff for Azeroth Core probably don't expect people to, like, not go to Wrath. So the fact that 60 is the requirement is not abnormal. Okay, yeah, it works now. At least it's green. Let's see if it actually functions. So we should get some hit rating. Yeah. Okay, so it didn't work before and it works now. Okay. I don't even want the item because it's actually garbage, but mana and health, fire spell damage, and spell power and hit rating. But yeah, interesting stuff. So that's it, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the episode. Obviously, we didn't even, yeah, weird ending. But next episode we will do the rest of the dungeons, I think, or at least definitely library and I imagine armory too. So I think there's no reason we can't do all of them at this point. Like we're very powerful, so we'll see. We'll find out in the next episode. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.